Hey, welcome back. We are now moving on to skin. Going to do skincare and I'm going to do like the skin base. And this is the next part in this get ready with me chit chat journey. I'm going to use the Elemis Superfood Prime and Hydration. I love this actually. I love the smell of it. It smells like a spa. And I like the mist on it as well. I did already spray this earlier because it's one of the things that I love, but now that's sprayed on, I use the Elemis Pro-Collagen Marine Moisture Essence. This is for anti-aging. Again, another one of those things that I really just love. So I probably use too many drops, but then it lasts for ages, so I'm not too worried. Go straight on into the skin, push that in. The smell of this honestly is something unreal. Push it right in. I don't have the best of skin. I pick at it a lot, which is not good. I know. I'm terrible for picking. And I do spend time out in the sun just because just ate my hair. I've got a big dog, so I take her out for walks. And I live in the Middle East, and it's not as much as I put sunscreen on, I just can't completely avoid it. I'm also not the best at remembering to put sunscreen on, but there we are. Lips, I'm just going to go in with the Tatcha lip mask. I just love this for hydration. I like to not have dog hair on it first. Prep my lips as part of the skin, just so that it gives my lips time to prep and hydrate before I do anything with my lips. Next thing, all the way from sunny Scotland, is Ishka. Now Ishka, if you don't know, Ishka actually means water in the Scottish Gaelic language. So Ishka, organic seaweed, this is the brand, is called Ishka, and this is the Nourishing Face Oil. So I'm just going to take one pump of that today and then just push that in. And this kind of smells, I actually need to check and see what the ingredients are in this, because it kind of gives me a lot of like a natural oil, almost like, you know when you smell like an argan oil? That's the kind of smell that it gives. It's made with 99% organic ingredients. So yeah, I like this. So now we've got our essence on. I've did a little bit of face oil. Moisturiser today, I am going to use the Rhode. So this is the Rhode Barrier Restore Cream. So it's a rich face concentrate. I'm going to take a little bit of this. Dot. One of those ones. Dot. 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 I really like this. It's quite hydrating. And it also, once you put it on, you'll see like it makes my skin look really glowy, like it's really healthy, without it looking greasy. You know, like some really hydrating moisturisers can leave your skin quite greasy feeling. It doesn't do that. When I touch it, it just feels hydrated, but my skin still looks glossy, if that makes sense. Eye cream, I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. Just a nice, easy, everyday eye cream. Go into it a wee bit. Boop, boop. And then just massage that in. And I dropped some in my nose and I didn't even see it. I still haven't figured out how to see myself so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm just really winging it right now. I did have a little hand mirror, but when I was putting face cream on, I put it down. So this is just the way it's going to go. There. So now we have all of the creams on, right? This is like something I would do daily. If I was going outside, it's almost nighttime, I would put an SPF on as well. And one that I've been liking recently is, so SPF that I've been liking after I found it is this aloe vera SPF 50. can I remember? Oh, it's with, I can't pronounce. Is that Corserex? I probably said it wrong, but this is the brand. It's nice. It's like an extra moisturizer, so this is why I like this, and it's SPF 50, so you can't really go wrong. Face base today, I am going to use this from L'Oreal. This is the truematch Lumi Glotion, a natural glow enhancer. The rest of it's in French. Had to stop as well. What does that say? So this is 903 medium glow. I seen this on TikTok. I was like, what is this? I need to try it. Like, I feel like it kind of similar to like the Charlotte Tilbury glow, which I use. But I did get the shade medium, which is a little bit darker than what might be okay on me actually, because I'm a bit more kind of tanned looking just now, or just extra freckly, however you want to put it. So let's see, how does it look? Oh, that's nice. It's just quite glowy looking. Okay, that's going to be nice under foundation. Look at this. Who invited this? I didn't invite it. Now, a little definitely goes a long way. That's nice. I'm going to use this as like the primer. That's nice, right? Do you like it? It's making me look very healthy. I'm a big fan of looking very healthy and youthful. So this is the vibe that I'm getting from this. Okay, I like this. I got one for me and I got the exact same shade, one for my kit as well, because why not? Is the reason. Why not? So let's keep this on the stand. I want to see how it also wears. It's not really like a sticky primer. I mean, it has a little bit of stick to it, as you can see, but not much. But yeah, it's very nice, very dewy. Definitely going to be nice under a foundation. Talking about foundation, let's get some foundation on. All right, I found my Patrick Ta for face. This is the cream foundation and finish powder, and I've got Fair 2. So let's add this on. The only thing, I love this foundation. The only thing is, you touch it, there's like fingerprints everywhere. And it's not nice looking. It looks kind of ugh. So I'm going to try applying with a brush first. Foundations, I always like to kind of like start in the center of the face and then work my way out. Again, I don't really want a heavy coverage, so I'm going to use a kind of fairly light hand with it from the center outwards. I always like little brushes, I don't know why. I should probably change to a bigger brush right now, but here we are. I like that this foundation is really buildable, so I can build it up as much as I want. I used to be super all about like full coverage. Now, not so much. Now I just like to be able to see my skin through it. I don't know what it was. I think maybe being I was younger, I wasn't a big fan of my own freckles. I don't know if it was just like the trend that people just didn't get it, you know. They'd be like, oh, you've got pigmentation on your face. I'm like, it's not pigmentation, it's freckles. And I used to get really offended about it, especially when I kind of like first moved to the Middle East. They weren't a big fan of freckles at that time, but I mean, this was 2011. It's definitely changed since then, and I'm so glad that freckles are now a trend. All right, that is the base all on. As you say, you can still see my skin through it. You can still see like freckles, some blemishes, whatever. But this is just a really nice foundation. And what I like about it is you can build it up if you want to make it more fuller. And for me, it just kind of neutralizes out the red. I have a lot of red that carries in my face, and it just kind of neutralizes that out. It's so strange. My face can be really red. My neck is always super white, and then my chest, it's just like, it just misses. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, the face foundation's on, it's blended out. I'm going to go in with some concealer. I've never tried this before. I'm not sure about the shade. It might be a bit pale, but I can always change that up with some bronzer. So this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Cameo Concealer Satin Finish. The shade that I have is Fair Rose. So let's give this a try. I like, it's got a nice big dofer. Not really much of a smell, a tiny little smell. So I'm going to add a little bit here and here. Oh, it feels nice and creamy. That feels nice. I sometimes carry, in fact, not even just carry, I always rub the makeup off here on my nose. I don't know why. I just do it. I don't know if it's because I touch my nose, but I always add a little bit of concealer there. I look crazy, but I just do it. So taking the sponge, first of all, let's blend that out. It also just helps take away the extra redness. I always carry extra redness just right there in the nose. When you're doing, don't forget your little nooks and crannies, right? Because we always forget to go right in and blend them. Because I've got a piercing as well, I always like to go right under and make sure I'm getting that as well. So let's blend out the concealer. Okay, it is very bright, but we're here together. Let's just blend it out. This is actually quite a nice concealer. It gives enough, just put that on the eyelid, enough kind of colour to help start building that up. It is quite thin, which I like. I don't like a super heavy concealer. I like coverage. I don't like it to feel thick. And that did not too bad. I do hold a little bit more kind of darkness there. I'll maybe add another smidge. Or should I just leave it? Let me blend out the other side. Add in a tiny little smidge more just here and here. I start to have now these little bit of kind of depth lines, which is fine. It's just part of getting older, I suppose, where you kind of lose a little bit of the collagen. So I'm just going to hide it with concealer. Why not, eh? Why not? So that's good. That little extra bit of concealer is just brightening it up a little bit more. Before I start setting anything, I want to go on with the kind of cream bronzer and then add powders. Cream bronzer, I like to do bronzer rather than a contour colour, just because that's what I like and I like the colour. I just got this, which is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, if I can get it opened. And I got shade Honey Dip. So let's try this. I think this is supposed to be a dupe for, I feel like the Chanel or possibly the Huda or Anastasia, one of them. But it looks like this. This is the size of the pot for comparison to my hand, which is great because if it's anything like the other ones, it'll last for ages. Okay, I should have a good amount on the brush now. Let's start by, I don't like to do like sweeping, I like to press the product. So let's see. Oh, this is nice. What do you think? I like the colour of this. You're going to see that I really love bronzer. I think it's a Scottish thing. Tell me, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're Scottish and it's not for you, then that's absolutely fine. But I think maybe it's my generation. Growing up in Scotland, we were obsessed with bronzing and tanning and oh my goodness, if I tell you, I used to be obsessed with tanning to the point now when I go, what were you thinking, Cheryl? I used to go for 5 sunbeds a week. 5. Clearly I had no idea of how dangerous they were or what they were doing. I would dye my hair jet black and, like I said, sunbeds 5 times a week, and I'd put on fake tan, and then on a night out I'd put the, if you remember this, the Rimmel Instant Tan, the shimmer. Oh my god, when I look back on pictures I just laugh of like how seriously tanned I was. There was no need for it. How I am not like a leather bag now. I don't know. Oh, dearie me. You see how that's just like warming up my face? I love it. Maybe just bring a little bit of that in the eyelid. That'll just help bring a bit of colour back in there. Yes, I always like to do at my nose. I'm one of those ones who doesn't contour their nose. I like to just put a bit of bronzer on it, just to make it look like sun-kissed, you know, like I've just captured the sun. Alright, that is that cream bronzer. I really like that. I'm a big fan. I like the colour. I like how easy it is to use. I like that it's buildable. Love it. What I will do is go back in with the foundation brush I was using and slightly just clean up a little bit. Blush. This is the Sheglam with Lauralee. I quite like this colour. This is Gold Quartz. Now, the first time I tried it, I went a wee bit ham and it was very pink. So, half the dots, not full dots. That's where we're going right now. Tiny little dots, because I want to build on it if I need to. I just want that, because look how pigmented that is, right? So pigmented. But that's just lovely, isn't it? I love these Sheglam blushes. So cheap, but just so beautiful. They're just, yeah, I'm a fan. First powder I'm going to use is this from Guerlain, a little triangle. Before I do that, let's just repress under the eye, just in case there's any little creases. Don't know why we all do this. Stretching the skin. So a tiny little bit. I'm really just pushing it. And then slightly going under. I like to add more, like down the side of my nose, because that's the bit I want to be the most matte, you know, like the least shiniest is there. The next powder I like to use, just to kind of give a soft sweep over one where I want to add more powder, is the Vieve Modern Powder Perfector. I use shade light. I use this brush by Vieve as well. So just defining a little bit underneath the cheekbone, setting just the centre of the forehead, because I just don't want that to be shiny, but I still want that glow from that L'Oreal primer that we used earlier. Barely anything brush. I'm not going over the cheek area because I want that natural glow. Natural, I got it from the primer, but we're going to pretend it's natural. But like the glow that you would get just from the framing of the bone. So yeah. So that is skin. That's skin, my foundation, all that fun stuff. You tried some new things with me, and I hope you enjoyed this next step in the video journey of getting ready with me. I hope you're starting to get to know me a little bit more. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and join me on the rest of my socials and get to know me a little bit more. So with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.